I noticed that the Knicks, defending the three a lot better. I was a little worried because still having a little bit of trouble on those pick and roll switches. They got away from the drop coverage, which I hate. But you seen Cat a lot of times getting isolated on an island with Tatum, and Tatum was just cooking. Now, Tatum, say what you want about Tatum, but
Waiting for him.
he's he may not be the face of the league, but he's one of the faces of the league. The kid could hoop, man, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Celtics jump out to a quick lead, but like I said, the Knicks stayed within striking distance. What do we all say? The Knicks had to stay within striking distance. So when the Celtics cooled off at some point from three, the game was there for the taking. Lot of cool things tonight, man. Particularly with the turn of the game for me was the third quarter when the Celtics did cool off a little bit. Brunson and Tatum were trading a little bit. The Knicks climbed back into it because I believe they were down by like 11 at the end of the half. Brunson had a big third quarter, 18 points, and the Knicks took their first lead. Couple of things that were worrying me: the free throw. We weren't getting the benefit of the whistle tonight. Like I think only like two or three free throws towards the end of the first half. But all in all, big fourth quarter by Brunson, big fourth quarter by Bridges. Nice defense again by OG. Cat really stepped up in the fourth quarter. Salute to Cat, man, because I thought you were really aggressive. I like the way he was taking fucking Horford off the dribble, old man Horford, and he did it in front of all of the OGs, Starks, the Ewing, Larry Johnson, Allen Houston, Steph. They was all there. I love the atmosphere. We go up 3-1, stranglehold on the series. Tatum is probably out. Going back to Boston. I think this is over. Let me go. Let me go to D. I'm gonna go to you first. Pause. What you thought of the game tonight?
That was crazy. D, I'm gonna go to you first.
Pause. Oh, D's muted.
Yo, son, you're muted.
Unmute your mic.
Look at D got on the Missy Elliott hoodie.
I'm good now, guys.
You good?
So, like I was saying, man,
He got the
Knicks, Knicks in five, man. Knicks in five. Like I said this at the beginning of the playoffs. Like if Josh Hart, this is what I said. I said if Josh Hart went hard to the hole, we go to the chip.
Whoa,
Now,
that's crazy. Yo, come on, man. We're gonna give you the one-time pass.
We're talking basketball now.
We're talking
basketball.
All right, we'll give you the
You
one.
guys are thinking about some other hole, then I don't know.
Yeah,
we're talking basketball now. If Josh Hart go hard to the hole, and that's no pause. Yeah, I need a pause on that. If Josh Hart gets it hard to the hole, we go to the chip, right?
Yeah.
So now he didn't score that much tonight, but he's like the heart of this team. Literally, like no.
I agree.
He is the heart of this team, man. Like,
He's the Draymond Green of the Knicks.
Like he had 6 points tonight, and it still seems like he's like the heart of the team, man. Like I don't know, man. We have big numbers tonight, man. But here's the thing with that, right? 23 from OG, 23 from Cat. Like, are we gonna get? No, I'm sorry, 23 from Bridges, 23 from Cat. Are we gonna get them having these big nights like that together? We need it. Now, if the Knicks play like this, we win the title this year.
The title?
The title. Like, if we can get this type of production out of our team, no team can stop it. If we can produce like we produced tonight, no team can stop that, man. But that's the question. Can we be consistent with this, man? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. Can we be consistent? If we're consistent, then we can. I see the chip this year. And I didn't see that 2 weeks ago when the playoffs started. But now, the way the playoffs are shaping up with Cleveland looking like they're done, like all of these big powerhouses that we thought that everyone was so scared of, like, oh my God, we don't want to play Cleveland. Oh no, we don't want to play Boston. These guys is looking like they done, man.
No, I don't disagree. Rod, what's up? What do you think?
Let's go box score. Let's go on what D was talking about. Let's go box score. So tonight, we get 23 from Macau. We get 39 from Brunson. We got 20 from Ananobi. We got 23 from Cat. We got 6 from Josh Hart, who started. However, it was an efficient 6 because he only gave us 30 minutes. 6-9, 2 of 7 from the 3-point from the field goal percentage. One out of 3 shots he made a 3, right? From the bench we get Mitchell 25 minutes. He was 4 points, 8 boards, and we get McBride, who was a dope ass 20 minutes, 2 of 4 for 3. I mean, two out of 3 threes made with his 6 points. And I would say I gotta agree with Deron. You know what I'm saying? It's just the matter of what we're getting out of it. Can we all agree, based off the box score that I just gave out to us? 44 minutes from Bridges, 40 from Brunson, 40 from Anunoby, 36 from Towns, and 30 from Hart. This is our starters. If you could get 23, 39, 20, 23, respectively, from these guys on a consistent basis, then I would say for sure where I think after the injury and the way the Knicks played tonight, the Knicks are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. That for sure. But I would have to say if the Knicks can play this type of basketball moving forward, they have a shot. You know what I'm saying? They have a shot at the title this year. Can we all agree that this is the best game the Knicks have played in the entire playoffs so far?
I think it's the best game at the Garden, and I think Breen said it too.
Well, listen, both games that they both games that they won in both games that they won in Boston were not the Knicks' best basketball. We could all agree on that, right?
Right. Yeah.
We won them. We gritted those. We grinded those out.
Yeah, yeah.
The game that we just got our asses kicked last game, that was also not the Knicks' best basketball, right?
Yeah.
Celtics came in our shot and kicked our ass. Tonight looked the same. The Celtics. Listen, let's go Celtics box score. From 3-point range, Derek White was 6 of 11. Tatum was 7 of 16. Horford was 1 of 2. Holiday didn't hit none. Brown was 2 of 8. Porzingis was 2. I'm sorry. Brown was 2 of 8. Pritchard was 2 of 7. So they're still they're determined to beat whoever they playing with the 3 ball. They live and die by the 3 ball, right?
Yeah.
They live and they die by the 3 ball, and they were very efficient with it. The Knicks don't chase them off the block. The Knicks are not chasing them off the. That's something's got to give with that. Now we don't have as many people to chase. Again, I hate to see somebody like Jason Tatum go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, I do because he was playing his ass off tonight.
He was hoping,
but that's one less motherfucker that the Knicks got to chase around.
That's deep.
And unfortunately, unfortunately for the Celtics, there's not an ancillary piece that they could say, well, damn, we just lost Tatum. Don't worry, this guy's going to come off the bench. It's not going to be Pritchard. Pritchard's going to shoot, sure. It's not going to be Derek White. It's going to the immediate shift is going to go to Jaylen Brown, who was the Batman to the Robin. So now he's Nightwing, I guess. He's not even Robin anymore. He's going to be Nightwing moving forward. Then it's going to be White. Then it's going to be Holiday. Holiday is injured. Brown doesn't look 100%. I just feel like the Knicks.
Porzingis is sick.
Porzingis is sick, right? Horford is old. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have their bench. They don't have enough left on their bench. Who we got? What? Cornette, Tillman, Davison, Walsh. I don't even know who Sherman is. Like whoever they have left are not a part of what they've been doing. So the Knicks are going to be favored to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. If the Knicks can continue to do what they've been doing, not what they've been doing. If they can mimic what they did tonight, which is stay within a kill shot of teams that are going to shoot the 3, right? Teams like this. I believe if it's Indiana plays a similar style of basketball, as the Celtics. They're going to try to shoot that 3, or they're going to try to kill you from beyond the arc. They're going to drive it to you too. They're going to be a little bit more aggressive, but
I like the way we match up with them, though. I like.
I'd rather.
We went 7 with them injured last year.
I'd rather play Indiana than if Cleveland figures out a way to get confidence and win this series. I'd rather
too, though. They're beat up. I know
I'll
Hunter's back, and I know.
I don't think Donovan's gonna be back. So I don't.
Yeah, Donovan's out. Hunter comes back, and
Donovan Mitchell. You don't think Donovan Mitchell coming back?
Well, both of those guys are back already.
No, I'm saying, but they come back and then he goes out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So
what do you mean? Why did you say you don't think he's coming back? Jay, the floor is yours.
Donovan hurt his ankle in the last game. He didn't finish. He didn't even play the second half. He only had 12 points.
He's coming back. Donovan Mitchell was a hooper. He's a hooper. He's zesty as fuck, but he's a hooper. He's not.
You like to believe that, but I mean, I don't want to get. Too
he's not going to let his team lose. They're down 3-1. He's zesty as fuck.
I don't want to get too into the weeds about whether about whether Cleveland, at this point. I want to relish in what we did tonight. And tonight, I know it looks You know what it is about us as far as Knicks? We don't look good while we're doing it, but some shit is happening, right? It's so bizarre. Like we don't look good doing it, but some real shit happened tonight. I don't know if y'all know this, but we beat them in every statistical category except for steals and fucking 3-point percentage.
And free throws.
Everything. No, we beat them in free
No,
throws.
no, being
Did we?
75% from free throw land. It was 73
Oh, and attempts though. I think they probably had us though, right? Yeah.
volume, but I'm talking about the
Yeah.
rate that we shot at,
Yeah.
right? So if you look at that, it didn't look like it though when we were watching the game because I know I'm on my couch watching
We
this.
didn't beat them in three-point statistics.
I just said 3-pointers and steals is the only two categories that they beat us in. Right. So when you look at the way we play our brand of basketball, it doesn't look cute. It looks like New York. It looks like what we are.
It
looks like a throwback.
disruptive.
It looks
It doesn't, Jay.
Organized
Jay,
chaos.
It doesn't.
Organized chaos.
The difference, and not to cut you off, the ball don't flow like it does for the Celtics. They move the
doesn't.
ball. You know what I'm saying? They move the ball, dribble to the middle, kick, boom, fake, pick and roll. The guy loses his man, kick to the corner. Like the ball don't. It's a lot of pounding, isolation, throwing into the low post, like 90s shit with us. You know what I'm saying? But it's been effective.
It's effective.
Yeah.
It's effective. That's the part that I think a lot of like us will understand it, but like people that are just watching the game and they're like they're fair weather fans per se, like they're like this is not they watch it when the playoffs come around. Casual fans, I think is the better way to say it. They're not going to recognize that this is what we expect. Now, granted, I was texting you guys religiously, angry as fuck when the game started. I hate when this shit happens. But for whatever reason, y'all calmed me down. Y'all got me back under control. And then the game progressed as it should. Now, first of all, shout out to Jason Tatum. I know that we talked a lot about, a lot of shit about him throughout this playoffs. And probably just because he plays for Boston. If he played for any other team, I'd probably have a different level of respect for him. You know what I'm saying? Different level of energy for him.
Still gonna wish him. I don't want to be hurt, but I don't care for any other team.
Yeah,
in New York.
The guy gets busy. The guy can play basketball at a very high level. If that guy was a Knick, he'd be adored. Like he'd run this fucking city, right? But I don't want what I don't want, and I'm sure y'all share my sentiments with this. I don't want everybody to say that we beat the Celtics because Jason Tatum got hurt.
We beat them. That only happened in the fourth quarter, though.
I don't think that's a narrative.
It's going to become a narrative. You trust my words on this shit. They will figure it out.
Wait, moving forward or this game? Which one?
Moving forward, they're going to say that they would have came back from 3-1 to beat us had Jason Tatum not went down.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear that bullshit because we beat him this game too with Jason Tatum. He went down with a minute left. He ain't coming back at fucking 11 points down when the injury happened on a steal. We were already heading back up court to put up another 2 points. Yeah. So I don't want to hear that shit. I know that we will. I know that you'll probably hear it tomorrow. Like the pundits will absolutely try to figure out a way.
Sure. Yeah. Somebody's gonna glaze Boston. And
they'll try to figure out a way to make it seem like that.
The Knicks,
but I think we have every right to look forward to our next opponent. I do believe that it'll probably be Indiana. I don't think that Cleveland has the opportunity to come back from where they're at. They looked absolutely fucking obliterated yesterday. And they looked like we looked on Saturday.
Yeah.
Just
look out. I think. Well, we're not talking about Cleveland right now.
Cleveland is hurt, but
and we'll discuss that. And we'll discuss that this week. You know what I'm saying?
Another time. This is a Knicks after party.
But today, we did exactly what we were supposed to do. Everybody kind of fit in. We had 4 players over 20 points. The only starter that didn't go over 20 was Hart. With 6, but he gave us so much juice. Pause in other areas.
He gave you 9 boards and 5 assists.
That's what I said.
And a 3. Like, he
was absolutely involved.
And he got a bullshit foul at the end of the game. They were trying to get him out of there. You know what I'm saying?
1000%. Here's something even crazier, and I'm gonna drop this bomb, and then I'll leave the stage. One more thing. In the event that we fuck around and make a deep enough run, there's a guy who declared that he wants to probably be out of his own space after this season.
Giannis?
And if he says that he wants to end up in New York because he feels like, let's say we get close and it just don't happen and he believes I'm that piece.
What Giannis can give up to get Giannis?
Giannis can force his way into New York. Giannis can force his way.
What do we got to give up to get Giannis?
That's the problem, though.
We'd have to give
We-
up a
you
lot
know,
of
we
shit.
should table that for another episode. Really,
Oh wait, no, I
Dropping
can't
that,
let
I'm
no,
dropping
no.
that gem.
we
No.
gotta let Q get his shit off real quick.
Hey, yo, hey.
Hey, yo.
Hold on. See, all right, fuck it, fair enough. Here we go.
You know, I think, Jesus Christ, it's crazy. Oh my God. Wow. No, that reaction was to my words.
Wow.
Gotta let Q get his shit off. First of all,
Oh,
this nigga
man.
Q shows up with a Duff lager to every show. So I don't know if y'all watch The Simpsons, but he drinks a Duff. Like, yo,
Oh man.
Duff,
Oh,
man.
Q's on non-alcoholic beer right now. Q's on suspension.
Is that
Oh,
a non-alcoholic beer, Q?
That's an O'Doul's.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like drinking celery water.
Q tried to do some nutso shit. He thought he was Leon. He tried to
Oh,
jump
man.
off the fucking roof last Saturday night, like
Oh,
fucking
man,
above the rim.
Yeah. She was getting a little hectic, but
You called him nutso.
but I think I think the two biggest key factors that
Yo,
nigga call him nuts.
called the nigga nutso. He tried to jump off the roof
Tried
like
to jump off the
nutso.
roof.
Like
Yeah,
nutso.
he didn't even say he
That was me. I was on the route like,
Oh, yo, you have to watch. If you never saw above the rim, nobody would get that. But damn,
Oh, shit. So
That
Cash,
shit
so
is
Cash,
funny.
so Cash, so Cash,
Oh,
so Cash,
shit.
you Leon playing ball in the middle of the
that's
night.
me.
Just-
Shadow
just-
saying
just-
shadow balling and
just
shit.
clapping back
With some tight ass jeans on. Pause. You know what I mean?
Like
Yeah.
nutso.
Yo,
with
we
a
gotta
couple
do from
rims.
around our way. We
That
gotta
nigga
do
said
from
he's
around our way to
nuts,
be
though.
playing ball like that. I ain't gonna say no names, but
Yeah, Mr. P. Anyway,
man.
yeah, Q, give your assessment on the game tonight, man, because I know you were very
passionate.
and you're very passionate about it. Yeah, you be like flipping on them during the game.
Yeah,
This is
because
every 2 minutes of the game. This is bullshit. They're never gonna win.
I'll be like,
Q, it's
yo,
only
I'll-
1 minute.
yo,
That's
into the
because
first
his
half,
voice.
bro.
I'll be the first one to jump off the Empire State Building, yo. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go to a taller building than Nutso. Nah, yo, I think the biggest thing, you know, aside from Mikal Bridges and how everybody played, you know, because I think we can see that. We know Cat is going to give us what he can give us. We know Jalen Brunson is always going to do what he needs to do. If OG and Mikal Bridges can be consistent, that's going to be the determining factor, like what, you know, Son said, you know what I mean? But I think what the biggest thing was having Cat and Mitch on the floor a lot, because what Tibbs was doing for this whole playoff, he was only putting them together in the first half. Not, the Pistons or the Celtics haven't seen them together in the second half of any of these games. And that's how they disrupted the game, man. Like, that's why we out-rebounded them, because that's what we got to do. That's why we shot 13 extra shots than them. That's why we won by 13 points aside from everything else, you know? And those are the type of, you know, little things that people can see, because we'll feed off of it. Yo, we're a great defensive team. You know, I wish our bench was a little bit better, but, yo, like, when you have those two guys on, yeah, Mitch can't score the ball, but shit, he can put it right back up, or just dish it out and give it. Yo, but like
Offensive rebounding machine.
That is so key. And when you have Cat down there with them, it's gonna be like Tim Duncan and David Robinson. It's like, fuck, man, like who's gonna guard who, man? Like, I need help. You saw Pritchard trying to, like, he was like, for his life, like, why you down there, Pritchard, man? Like, you looking like a boy lost in the woods, man. But I think that's what needs to happen, and Tibbs needs to continue to understand, like, how what's you know what's
Understand how the game is
transitioning in the
flowing.
game. Understand the flow of the game, and make those on-time adjustments. Yeah, he makes great adjustments in the halftime in the second half, you know, and then the team comes out to play totally different game in the third and fourth quarter, like we've seen with them. But we need to make those on-point adjustments, man. Like, and tell the team what to do, and let them move around, because, you know, and now that it's 3-1, man, whoever has the narrative of the Celtics coming back, yo, that shit's only happened 13 times in 281 playoff series, bro. If the Knicks would have been the 14th time, bro, oh my God, yo, Q would have been fucking running around punching people and flushing in College Point. I'm like, I would have been a fuck 0% alcohol, bro. Like, I'm a full-fledged drunk now. That's it, yo. Like, but nah, I think we have a real good shot, because what we did tonight too, especially transition, we did allow them to shoot some additional open threes that I wasn't really too fond of, but we definitely defended it way better, and we needed that ass kicking in game 3. That was fuel to the way we played today. The same way that, the Pistons prepared us for the type of game that we had to get prepared for. The reason why we won Celtics game 1 and game 2. Yo, that ass kicking is the reason why we played the way we did today. We came out the gate crazy because Jason Tatum was definitely he was a man on a mission today. And he was trying to keep this team alive and put it on his back and walk to the Holy Land, you know what I mean? Until he got hurt.
He just got hurt.
Basically, yeah, and you know what I mean? Like, and that's probably the exertion, but that's the type of game that the Knicks play. They're able to fight through all that shit. And I'm not saying they're just built different, but yeah, New York is just built different. We built to keep fighting and play through injuries and just be like, damn, that's it, man. Yo, that's what the off season's for. We'll rest when we get there. You know what I mean? Let's just get through this game first.